11 people have been arrested. They're facing a total of 57 charges, including attempted murder and gun possession. Prosecutors say they tried to kill rival gang members as part of an ongoing turf war leading to unnecessary violence in their communities.
All right, Fox 5's Lisa Evers had a front row seat to this case and joins us now. Lisa, tell us about what you saw.
Well, Steve and Natasha, we got an exclusive look inside the NYPD's takedown of a violent Queens gang that police say terrorized people living in Southeast Queens with reckless drive-by shootings and running gun battles in residential neighborhoods. And they say the gang leader of the 8-Tray moving Crips was actually a 33-year-old man who started training teens as young as 14, training them how to pull the trigger and who to shoot.
Making this right on 104th. Copy. Are we in contact with Warren?
Get out of the way.
We were embedded with the NYPD's Gun Violence Suppression Division and supporting units as they implemented Operation Deadliest Catch. It took them months of investigations and thousands of hours to get to this moment. Their goal? Take shooting suspects they say are the worst of the worst off the streets.
Their recklessness. The fact that they'll go out there, they'll shoot up a house, they'll shoot up a bus. They don't care who's around. We know bullets have no names, and they have no regard for human life.
The police are asking us to put on these bulletproof vests because many of the suspects that they're about to take down today are wanted for violent gun offenses. Before we hit the streets, Assistant NYPD Chief Jason Savino addresses officers from the Gun Violence Suppression Division and supporting squads including warrants and the 113th Detective Squad, reminding them of the incident in the surveillance video. 2 cars roll up to a house, park, and then they jump out shooting with an entire family asleep inside.
2 cars, 4 guns, riddle that house with bullets, with children sleeping inside. Think about that for a second, right? Those 4 guns come back to an additional 17 shootings.
At this undisclosed location, the police get their assignments, which will take them to various locations in Queens. Since the start of the Gun Violence Suppression Division in 2021, police say there's been double-digit declines in both the number of shooting incidents and the number of shooting victims in New York City.
From here, you know, you guys are just going to go straight to your individual hits.
So the detectives have their files and they have their assignments, and now they're going to pick up the suspects. The case subjects are 11 members of the 8-Tray moving Crips gang. Queens DA Melinda Katz, who has made working with police to get guns off the streets and bring down gun violence a top priority, says those gang members found guilty will pay for their crimes.
The 57-count indictment charging 11 defendants with conspiracy to commit murder, attempted murder, attempted assault, reckless endangerment, and the criminal possession of a weapon.
Me and my if he's talking no bro, we gonna send him.
2 of those indicted are aspiring drill rappers Amir Harris, who goes by Mir EBK. EBK stands for Everybody's Killer. His rapping partner is Seth Johnson, who goes by Sav G. While many drill rappers are successful artists and not involved in crime, some are, says Captain Ryan Gillis. He says they use their lyrics to inflame their rivals called opps.
So the drill rap connection seems to always be a common theme in these investigations. Some people have more clout or more noteworthiness than others, but there's always a few members of the crew that take pride and like to antagonize the other opposition gangs.
Right now we're part of a stack of police vehicles heading onto the Grand Central Parkway to the first location. We have an exclusive look with the detectives as they are taking us into the neighborhoods in Southeast Queens that they say were terrorized by these shooters. Officers go into this house and surround the yard to make sure the suspect does not escape. They put their lives on the line to give this community and the people living here the safety they deserve. The officers from the Gun Violence Suppression Division, along with officers and detectives from the warrant squad, just went into this house right here to try and bring out one of the suspects. We just got word that one of the main suspects has been taken into custody, so we're going to the 111th precinct right now. One by one, the suspects are brought in to be booked on serious felony charges, ranging from weapons possession to attempted murder. Mr. Tanis, police say that you gave young teenagers guns. Is that true? So this is where all the suspects are being taken in here, right?
Yeah, we're bringing all the suspects here subsequently to the investigation.
And then what about this case troubles you the most?
We have a 33-year-old individual that's essentially orchestrating these shootings. He's recruiting younger individuals, younger impressionable individuals at that. And what is he doing? Putting guns in their hands and telling them where to shoot and who to shoot.
The shooting incidents in this case occurred from March of 2021 through December of 2022.
We allege that the main goal of this violence is a turf war.
Now, police tell us that they are not after gang members themselves, but just a small percentage of gang members who are actually shooters. Now, if the defendants in this case are found guilty, they're looking at anywhere from 3 years to 25 years to life behind bars.
Yeah, you know, it's pretty amazing thinking of the people just trying to live their lives in the house next door to all this madness. Right. Obviously, they're thrilled to see these arrests taking place, right?
Absolutely. And these are communities where there's a lot of hardworking families. They're homeowners. They have multiple generations of the family in the home, and it makes all the difference in the world. You just walk out your door and there they were shooting and jumping out of cars.
Nonsense, yeah.
And I think it's interesting, too, that police tell you that they're not out to arrest gang members, but those who are actually pulling the trigger.
No, absolutely, because you remember like 7 or 8 years ago, there was a big gang bust that we covered on Fox 5 Live, actually on Good Day. It was over 100 gang members, but a lot of those charges don't stick. It's basically let's catch and see what we get. This is the exact opposite. It's like precision policing plus. Yeah. They know who they're going for. They have all of the forensic evidence. They have all of this surveillance videos, all of these things to build these cases which stick, and they're getting a high conviction rate.
Wow, well, incredible reporting and access.